Hi. So, so this morning I am working on this lamp over here again. I have a bunch of leaves that I collected and preserved previous fall, 2025. Some of them I didn't preserve as well. It was my first time trying the glycerin method, and it's not that hard. Basically, you soak them in a solution of glycerin and water for a period of time, and then you set them out to dry. These still feel a little crunchy, but they're not falling apart, so maybe I did them okay. Anyway, regardless, what I'm doing is putting the leaves on this shape over here. This is the shape that I cut out the other day that fits in the spaces of the lampshade. This is parchment paper. I have just some white paper underneath so that I can see my lines through the parchment paper because my desk is gray and didn't show the lines very well. I have some basic clear glue. This is clear glue this time. I don't know if you saw my other video about the problem with using the hot glue and then it turned ugly. So we're fixing that. Right. So basically all I'm doing is I'm taking a leaf. I am gluing it onto my template that I can see through the other side. And once this is all dry, then I'm going to cut the lines of the template and then fit them onto the lamp. So it's not really rocket science. I'm just kind of feeling my way through the process. Anytime you're doing something new or different or unique or you're not sure about, just take your time, right? Do a little bit, see how it goes. If the process isn't working exactly the way you thought it should, then make adjustments. Now these leaves, the majority of them were on my garden. The rest of them were in adjacent gardens in my neighborhood. And then some of them I actually picked up from Princess Point here in Hamilton. So they're all what you would call local leaves. And yes, they were all on the ground. Don't pick things off of trees. And I know there's a whole big movement about foraging. I don't think it's really necessary. Unless it's a good skill to have, don't get me wrong. If you ever get lost in the woods or whatever, sure. But when you have access to food in grocery stores, don't take the food from the wildlife. Just my opinion. Might be unpopular. That's okay. So I'm going to carry on here and give you some updates. Yeah. So if you're still here, that means you're watching on YouTube. This is interesting, isn't it? I like that one. I never thought of layering. But now that I'm looking at it, you certainly could. That might be interesting. But the problem is that this stick, this is very curved surface, this lampshade. So the stick probably, because the stick, I can feel it, is actually brittle. It didn't soak up the glycerin the way the leaves did. And I don't know if that's just a normal thing. Probably. Okay, I'm going to find another leaf for up here. I thought I had more brown ones out. I have a good size collection. Probably enough for 3 or 4 art projects. And I've been trimming off the stems for this particular project. That will cover a good space. I'll do it this way. I don't want every single section to be the same on the lamp, because I think it's more interesting to have different varieties. We're so used to, and this is, I'm going to go on a rant now. This is what I think is wrong with our culture right now, that we have become so used to cookie cutter everything, because we buy everything that's made in factories and it's all made uniform and perfect and the same, and you know what I mean, that we forget when we make something, like I am, or if we purchase something from an artisan, that there's going to be flaws, because that's part of the thing. There's going to be uniqueness, non-uniformity. That's just the way it is, right? And that's actually preferred. Like, nature doesn't want identical copies of things, because that's when nature runs into trouble. Because then it only takes, I don't know how I did that. I just made a hole in my leaf. It's when things start to happen. I don't know how much you can see this, because my camera, I have it turned the other way. I think there's 80 something people following me now on YouTube, which is pretty cool. I never expected anybody to be following me, so thanks so much, you 80 people. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do also, when I'm done putting them on here, is take some of this, mix it with a little bit of water to thin it down, and sort of paint the tops. That's sort of like a sealant layer. This is all, I'm just testing. I'm just trying stuff out. I won't know if it works until I try it. And you know, that's how human beings learn things and discover things in the first place. We didn't know if any of this was going to work until we tried it. Yeah. Don't be afraid to try things. That's what life is all about, man. Get out there and try stuff. Making this more difficult for myself. Yay, I can see what I'm doing now. Okay, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do this goofiness. So we'll come back in a while and I'll show you the next part. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support.